Hi, Alec Coughlin, SapientRazorfish here at Bank Innovation in San Jose, Silicon Valley. We've just experienced the first day. It was extremely interesting, lots of great panelists, got great discussions, all those good things. I'm here with Greg and with Rina, and we analyzed some of the social data that came out of all the conversations on the web yesterday. And we wanted to kind of pose a couple of these questions to these two rock stars to get their point of view. So one of the questions that was brought up was this notion of, are consumer expectations the only thing moving faster than technology? And it seemed like on the social web, a lot of people agreed with that comment. And I'd love to hear Rina's point of view on that statement and what the implications are, you think, in the short, mid, long term.
Yeah, so absolutely, I agree. I think the only thing that's moving faster are consumer expectations. I think commerce as a whole is changing, right? I think we're not in a world where products are ruling the world. I think consumers are beginning to really rule the world and have a different set of expectations for their companies and the interactions that they want with their businesses and with their partners and with everyone.
Which leads to our next question, next statement, which is FinTech growth is clearly slowing down. Now the question is this the beginning of a longer term trend, and or what are the implications of the growth slowing down, and how do we generally feel about that? Greg, I know you have a point of view.
Yeah, I'm not sure that FinTech growth is slowing. I think what we're seeing is consumer expectations are still rising, but the barriers to entry for banking and FinTech is higher. And I think what you're seeing is the banks are starting to respond, and they're talking more about building innovation capabilities and technology capabilities in-house and having more of an open innovation model. I think they're realizing what that actually means, and they're investing in that. So I think you're just seeing different models come to life. So I think what's really interesting when you look at something like blockchain and you hear the consortium model, banks are recognizing they need to partner to answer the future of banking and the promise of blockchain. Another example would be in payments. You see Zelle Pay coming to life, and that's 19 banks coming together and thinking about how they can compete with the likes of Venmo. So in my mind, I think banks are getting the message, they're getting there, and so you're just seeing the lead time that it's taking for banks to respond. I think they have the infrastructures and they can drive unique value that some of the FinTech players can't. So I think now you're seeing just that lag happening. I don't think it's slowing down, it's just the gap from the sort of expectation and demand with the implementation.
Yeah, it's a great point. No, and that brings us to our third statement that we saw, which is this notion of, has the Uber of FinTech taken place or happened just yet, and or is it 5 years away, and so on and so forth. I know, Rina, you have a strong point of view on that as well. One panelist who likes to throw rocks at the financial services industry said it was our client Capital One, which, that's an exciting statement to hear. So Rina, what do you think?
Yeah, so I think as an ex-banker, I can tell you that I think that we are a little bit away from that Uber moment. And so in other words, I don't think that we have gotten to that place where we can say banking is like Uber, or there's an Uber moment, right? I think that from my standpoint, traditional banking companies are actually going to be the true winners in all of this. I think part and parcel of it is what Greg was saying around the partnership model, right? As consumer expectations increase, I think financial technology or fintechs will aid in the solution in that Uber moment, but I think the ultimate winners are going to be bankers, and largely, or banking is largely because they own the customer. They have scale, they have the customer relationship. I think fintechs will help drive that Uber moment, but I think, as I said, the ultimate winners are going to be traditional consumer banking companies, and who that is the big question.
Yeah, Rina, I love that point. And more broadly speaking, I think the question that we keep hearing is buy versus build versus partner, and how that question is answered and how the ecosystem evolves over the next 12, 24, 36 months, I think it's going to be very, very interesting and exciting, and I'm sure you all have some thoughts on that as well.
So hedging my bets a little bit, I know, but I think it's frankly all of those. I think you need to have a mixed kind of approach to your bank strategy. and we heard Chase talk about that yesterday as well. I think some of the most biggest advances are actually going to be made in RegTech. I credit Jane Barrett, one of ex-Sapient employees and founder of Goldbean, with that, which makes a great point, because I think RegTech actually stands to drive a lot of the consortium and open banking models that are really going to help accelerate and deliver against consumer expectations.
All right, thanks Rina, thanks Greg. As always, love getting your point of view on what's happening here. Bank Innovation 2017, more to come.